There, nestled against his pulse, by Hewson. Chapter 12.
Come in, Keith, Lance. If either of you can hear this, speak up.
Silence.
Fuck!
Shiro pushes on the controls, urging Black faster. He hears her roar in his mind.
Reiner, do you have a visual on them?
No, she says. The dust is... I can't see anything except for the roe beast. It's retreated farther back, but it's still... waiting. Fuck that thing, Paige says lowly. Those two better be alive or I'll dye their hair orange for a month. Nobody says anything. They all heard the tail end of Keith and Lance's argument over comms just as the lions exited the castle. It had cut off before any of them could get over the shock of what they were hearing, let alone call out. Reiner speaks up again. Before, Lance suggested throwing the roe beast into space and overloading the cannon in its chest.
Shiro, can I make a suggestion?
Hunk asks, uncharacteristically grave.
I'll take care of that thing. You and Paige should look for Lance and Keith. Reiner has those portable stasis pods, right? Paige should grab 2 and meet you at the site. It'll be faster than Olkari rescue forces. No offense, Reiner. We find them, stuff them in there to keep them in stasis. It'll increase their chances. Only if you're sure you can take on the beast by yourself,
Shiro replies.
I'm sure, says Hunk. Yellow's near impenetrable, and I'll have that thing blown up before it even thinks of trying that cannon on me.
Shiro nods.
Good, we'll do that then. Pidge, stop by the tower. I'll see you in 5.
Got it, she says, angling green towards the tower. Good luck, Hunk.
Oh, says Hunk. I won't need it.
Shiro and Hunk reach the site not a minute later without a word. Hunk dives down, scoops the roe beast up in Yellow's paws, and shoots straight up into the sky. The roe beast's shrieks fade out half a second later, and Shiro can't summon any sympathy for the thing. The speed with which Hunk had piloted Yellow practically screamed murderous. Shiro lands next to the half-collapsed building. He takes one look at it and wrestles with the part of him that sounds a lot like Black telling him to go with Hunk and tear that roe beast down to its molecular structure. The building is sliced roughly in half, top to bottom, so part of it still miraculously stands while the other part is a pile of rubble. Shiro swallows. Keith and Lance are under that. He shakes his head, exhaling.
Okay, let's do a scan, Black, and make it quick.
Keith wishes he knew how to make this better. But there's hard concrete bearing down on his back. There's broken shards of metal threatening to cut the two of them. There's pressure and darkness and no air. He's lying on Lance, their heads turned towards each other, their legs slotted together. They're completely pinned. His faceplate is cracked. They must have hit heads when Keith buckled under the weight. Their chest plates are pressed so tight and Keith's ribs won't stop throbbing. Lance is wheezing. He's stuck at the bottom. He probably can't breathe any better than Keith. Keith wishes he could make this better. The piece of metal in the lower left part of his abdomen tells him he can't. Lance managed a quick glance earlier when Keith asked. It made him falter, made his breath come quick and shallow. Keith didn't ask him what he saw. He can feel it anyways. Now they're both just resolutely ignoring the near-silent plip, plip, plip of liquid falling. It still makes Lance flinch now and then. Keith's too tired to mind, really. He doesn't know how far down in the rubble they are. He doesn't even know how they're still alive. He can only hope they'll still be breathing by the time the team gets to them. Something makes a grinding noise above them. Nothing visibly moves, but the slice of metal in Keith's side seems attuned to every minuscule shift in weight, and Keith gasps. His fingers scrabble uselessly at the dirt by Lance's head. Keith! Lance is panicking again. The light of his helmet reflects off a wetness at the corner of his eyes, and he blinks it away. It's okay! We're okay! You're gonna be fine! That last part is whispered, strained tight and reedy, like Lance is having trouble breathing. Worry pings at the back of Keith's mind.
Are you okay?
He manages it, and it's a shock to hear how thin his voice is, barely more than a puff of air.
You didn't get hit?
Lance stares at him, squeezes his eyes shut.
Lance?
You... Lance licks his lips. Got thrown into a building! Twice! Your ribs are definitely broken! I don't even want to think about the state of your lungs, but you're still saying dumb stuff, so I guess that's a good sign. And now you're buried under here, and there's a piece of steel in your side, and you're bleeding out on me! Lance's voice cracks, and his eyes fly open, ice blue. And you want to know if I am okay?
Are you?
Why did you do that? Lance demands, shaking. I thought you were dead after the beast kicked you, and what? You decided to make it a sure thing!
The building was
Keith's vision swims in and out.
falling on us.
I know! That's why I covered you! And Keith's only ever heard Lance's voice sound like that, strained and desperate, when he talked about home. I know it was Keith, so why didn't you let me protect you? The rubble won't let him, but abruptly, fiercely, Keith wants Lance's touch. He wants to peel back his suit's gloves and twine their fingers together. He wants so bad.
Why'd you jump in front of me on Ensha?
He asks, and even that much leaves him winded.
Why'd you defend me against the ferriter?
Lance frowns. You know why! Keith smiles. He's tired.
Yeah, you know why.
That sounded a bit slurred. Is he slurring? Keith! Keith, open your eyes! Lance says. Hey, no! Bud, you can't sleep here!
I'm not sleeping.
Keith mumbles. Red, open your damn eyes! Right now! Shh! Keith frowns. Lance is too loud.
Head hurts.
God, Beck! Lance whispers, and his chest heaves, pushing up against Keith's ribs. Fuck, babe, stay with me, okay? Okay? Keith thumbs. Sure, anything Lance wants. Can you do something for me? Lance knocks his helmet against Keith's, and Keith peels his eyes open. Hey there, sweetheart. Hey, can you turn on your comms for me? Mine are messed up. Can you do that for me? Keith feels like he's breathing in something sticky. Honey, molasses. It's so hard, but he opens his comms. He could never say no to Lance, especially not when he's looking at Keith like that. Is it on? Yeah? Okay, that's great. You did good, babe. Lance smiles, tremulous. Keith tries to return it. I'll take it from here, all right? You just keep your eyes open for me. Keep them on me, you understand? He looks like he's actually waiting for Keith to confirm, so Keith mumbles a yes. Lance blinks again, tears shining at the corners of his eyes. He clears his throat. Shiro? Hunk? Paige? Reiner? Can anyone hear me?
Lance, is that you?
Oh, thank God! Lance sobs. Keith's heart aches. Shiro, we really... Keith needs help, please. We're stuck. The building is... We're under it. Where are you guys? Shiro, you need to get us out. Keith wonders, can Lance feel the warmth of his blood through the suit? Is that why he's so scared? Keith would take the blood back if we knew how. He hates it when Lance cries. Hey, I'm right here, Lance. I'm here. I need you to take slower breaths for me, okay? Save your air. Okay, right. We're already digging. Just sit tight. We're being really careful, though, so it might take a bit. Keith, he's dying. He's bleeding a lot, and I can feel it, Shiro. It feels like too much. I don't know if... You need to get him out, please!
Whoa, remember what I said. Slow breaths. Yeah, that's good.
A pause.
We'll get you both out. Just keep talking, okay? We need to make sure you're awake.
Okay, Lance rasps. I could do that, but take it easy, okay? Keith's not... He doesn't look good.
I will. Can you get Keith to talk too? Usually he'd be yelling at me at this point.
The familiar teasing tone pricks at Keith's mind and he blinks sluggishly.
Cheryl.
Hey, kiddo. Napping on the job?
Ugh.
Keith breathes.
You suck.
A wavering laugh. There's my dumb brother. I'm gonna be so mad at you later, you know that?
You're not mad now?
No, kiddo, I'm just really scared. Lance is staring at him. Keith thinks neither of them have looked away even once.
Me too. I'm scared.
Fuck! Lance whispers. Keith!
I'll get you out.
Shiro's voice is fierce, hard.
You two trust me, right? I'll make sure you're both okay. Understand?
Yeah, says Lance. Right, Keith?
Shiro?
Keith asks. He can barely hear himself, but Shiro responds right away. Yeah, what is it, kiddo?
You're a good brother.
Shit! Shiro breathes.
You were there for me.
Keith grasps desperately at the words.
Kept coming back. You didn't leave me.
Shiro makes a wounded noise. No, Keith, don't!
You're a good brother. Okay?
Keith presses. Shiro needs to understand. There's a long pause, and over the comms, there's heavy, shaky sounds, and then... Okay. Brother's gonna get you out, don't you worry. Keith smiles. Lance still hasn't looked away, but he's gone back to blinking so fast that Keith gets dizzy looking at him.
Lance, keep him talking. I'll be listening, but we've hit a sensitive spot, so keep my baby brother awake. All right.
Lance looks like it's killing him when he says, okay. Shiro doesn't say any more. It's just the two of them now. The blue light from the helmet looks nice on Lance's eyelashes. Thanks, whispers Lance. Oh, did Keith say that out loud? Yeah, you did.
I want,
Keith mumbles,
to touch. Wanna touch you.
Lance presses his lips together, eyes pinched. Honestly, sweetheart, this is the closest we've ever been. Kinda wish it was under different circumstances.
I'm cold.
Oh crap, okay, oh shit. Okay, let's take your mind off that, yeah? Hey, the waterfall! You remember that? We were gonna go! Keith hums.
It's pretty, Reiner said.
Yeah? Did she show you pictures?
Mm-hmm. Wanted to make sure.
Make sure?
Wanted you to like it.
Lance makes a low, heartbroken sound. Red, baby!
I'm sorry,
says Keith, and he thinks he might be crying now. That's weird.
Can't take you there.
No, hey, don't say that! Lance begs. Don't! Fuck! Something groans again, and Keith's vision whites out when the shard of metal shifts. When it digs in! He wakes to Lance yelling, Stop! Shiro! Stop! It's hurting him! God, please stop! Sorry! Okay, can't touch that. God, is he okay?
I'm okay.
Keith rasps. Is the blood leaking faster now? He can't tell. Hey, eyes open, sweetheart! Lance says. Eyes on me. Yeah, that's it. Good. Let's count the galaxies, like on the bridge!
No stars here.
We don't need them. We'll go in order, okay? The order we learned them. Is that okay? Keith nods. Lance licks his chapped lips. Okay, I'll go first. Telepire XR32. Your turn.
Okay. Connor Lex 1.
Yeah, good. Okay. NRZ 5690. Your turn. Keith tries to think. It starts with a D, he's pretty sure. Something like...
Duck.
No, not quite, Lance says, gentle. It's darker.
Darker.
Keith repeats. Mm-hmm. You remember the numbers that come after? Keith frowns.
5.
Yes! Lance licks his lips again. Yes, that's right. 5. What else?
There's more?
He was sure it was just 5. Just 2 more. 2 more numbers.
2?
No, sweetheart, no. Lance cuts himself off. Breathes in. What comes after the 5? Do you remember? Keith doesn't. Is it 6? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 6. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out.
I'm sorry,
He says, helpless.
can't. It hurts.
A sob tears itself from Lance's mouth. Tucker, 503. He croaks out. Okay, my turn. Yen X6. Keith blinks. Darker 503. Yen X6. Counting galaxies like someone else would.
Pray.
Pray? Lance asks, and his face twists. We're reciting names, Ren. We were just... Did you forget?
No. Didn't forget. You want to go home.
Earth in his hands, stars around his head.
That's why we're praying.
Home? Lance's eyes slide shut. No, I need you to be okay. Home doesn't matter if you... God, Keith! I need you to be okay. I need you to... His lips are red, and if he bites it anymore, it'll bleed. Tears slide out from under his lashes. They drip from his nose. Keith's vision blurs. He blinks, and it clears, and it blurs again, and the wetness pulls at the corners of his eyes and plip, plip, plips onto his helmet. I need you to be okay, Lance whispers. I need you to be okay. I need you to be okay. Again and again he says it. Quieter, tighter, until he's not making a sound. It's just his mouth, his lips forming the words over and over. A wish, a cry, a prayer. Keith's transfixed by it. He keeps his eyes locked on it, even though there's a blackness creeping in. It won't go away when he blinks, and that's when he knows.
Hey, you two still hanging in there?
Shiro asks.
Barely,
Lance croaks.
Please, tell me you're gonna pull us out now. About that.
Lance's eyes fly open.
What's wrong? Lance,
says Keith. Ink slides into his vision, insidious.
Give me a second, sweetheart, says Lance. Shiro, what's going on? You're almost out. You're both really lucky. You were at the very edge of the collapse, so you avoided the worst of it.
A pause.
There's that piece from before, but we don't want to move it until we're sure Keith's not going to be hurt by it again. What's the situation with him, by the way? Lance, I need to tell you something.
Keith slurs.
No!
Says Lance, suddenly vehement.
No! You are not saying anything right now! You're just gonna stay awake and stay alive! A piece of metal is impaled into his side!
Lance says to Shiro.
It's thin, wide, about the size of Honk's hand! It's still attached to whatever's on top of us! Shit!
Shiro exhales heavy.
Yeah, that's what we thought!
Keith's eyelids are so heavy. The darkness encroaches on what little light that comes from their helmets, and he needs to...
You've got a solution, though, says Lance. Please, tell me you now! Do you see an opening around you? A light shining through? Yeah, one by my head, actually. No light, but there's air coming in. Okay, we're going to send a drone down with a laser cutter. Think you can separate the piece stuck in Keith from the rest of the rubble? Yeah, I'll do my best, says Lance.
He licks his lips.
You're sure Pidge can't remote control the drone to cut it instead? They aren't really suited for operating something that precise, says Shiro. They don't have anything to hold it. We're just strapping the cutter to the body of it. Why? Is something wrong with your hands?
Keith coughs. There's something wet and slick in his throat, coating his tongue. His muscles spasm around the metal in his side, and it hurts. It hurts! It hurts so much! His vision swims, but the pain is sharp, and his mind clears up just a bit. He needs to tell...
Lance.
I'm gonna get you out of here, sweetheart, don't worry! Lance says to him, then to Shiro. My hands are... They're not operating at their best! Kinda shaky, slow to respond. Probably from the cold. It's really cold down here!
Do you think you could do it? We just need you to cut a straight line.
We don't really have a choice here! Lance laughs, trembling. We're stuck with my hands! It's fine, just send it down if you trust me with it.
A beat. There's no one else I trust with this, says Shiro. We all know you've got the sharpest eyes, the steadiest hands. There's no one else I'd trust with Keith.
Lance exhales. Nods. All right. Send it down.
Copy that. Drone's on its way. Let us know when you've got the cutter. Lance.
Keith pants.
Please, I have to tell you.
Red, we are not doing this! Lance says to him low and tight. No, here's what's going to happen. I cut you out. Shiro sticks us both in pods. We spend a week in them tops. We come out. You yell at me for not abandoning you to save my own skin. I yell at you for literally everything else. And the team yells at us for not having an ounce of self-preservation between the both of us.
Lance, I'm dying.
You are not dying! Lance shouts. No! No, I did not spend 3 years of my life running after you, following your goddamn footsteps into fucking space! Just having it like this, no way!
Lance, Keith begs weakly. Lance, look at me. Look.
He does. We just got up to each other, he says, ragged. We finally made it! I finally found you, and I am not giving this up! I'm not!
Hey!
Shiro interrupts reluctantly. The drone... I see it! Says Lance. I see it! Move it down to my... Yeah, okay, I got the laser cutter!
You know how to use it?
Yeah, I got it! Hunk taught me this back in first year! Piece of cake!
Shiro huffs amused. Hunk just made a face. A smile flickers across Lance's face.
Okay, testing it out first! Oh, wow, that's... It's just sliced right through! That's terrifying!
All right there, Lance?
Yeah, I'm good! Just have to get used to it! He rearranges Keith's arm, pulling it in so he can hook his chin over it. He lifts his head, straining up to see better, and Keith feels the pull of those muscles like they're his own. Lance clears his throat. Okay, cutting the metal now! Nobody distract me! God, is this what surgeons feel like all the time? How do they deal with this? There's sweat on his brow, on his upper lip. His free hand is settled on Keith's hip, warm and sure.
I never...
Keith begins.
Thanked you for Enja.
Stop it! Lance snaps. Stop talking! I'm using a laser cutter an inch away from your actual flesh. I need to focus!
I just want to say thank you for saving my life.
No! Lance's chin digs into Keith's arm. No! This isn't fucking happening! Shut up right now!
And the team, I'll miss them.
No! Just shut up and... Fuck, I can't see the last bit! I'm gonna move your arm, okay? Sorry! Keith doesn't know what he's apologizing for. Nothing hurts anymore.
You'll let Uncle Pit...
Keith, I swear to God! Just stop it, please! Fuck, I can't see!
And Laura and Corinne and Shiro, you'll let them all know?
Tell them yourself, you... Lance stops, breathing heavily. Please, just stay alive and tell them yourself! Keith barrels on. He needs to say this, but his eyelids are so heavy and he just wants to sleep.
And you, I'll miss you.
Lance slams his head back, eyes snapping shut. God, Keith, please don't! Just stop! Stop it!
Lance,
Stop! Lance yells. Why are you doing this to me? His voice cracks. Stop it! Stop it! Stop!
Because I love you!
Keith says. Shouts. His words are loud, the loudest they've been since they got trapped here, and the words ring in his ears. They fill the space around them, and Lance is dead quiet. Shocked, silent. Plip, plip, plip. Goes the tears. Plip, plip, plip. Goes the blood. The darkness is closing in, but right now, right here, the numbness recedes, and Keith feels everything so viscerally that he doesn't understand how his body isn't cracking at the edges trying to contain it all. He tips his head forward, rests his helmet against Lance's, and burns the image of Lance into his head. Lets the placement of every freckle, every eyelash, and every tear track brand themselves into his mind. If death allows him to bring one thing with him, it will be this.
I'm sorry,
he whispers. Lance shakes his head uncomprehending, and God! Keith has never wanted him to look like that. Has never wanted to be the reason he looks like that.
I'm sorry,
he says.
I love you.